Wonderful. Question.
What's something that you've learned, either personally or professionally recently, that has surprised you?
I'm so surprised I can't answer that question.
I was going to say, get the Periscope
write
on
that
quick.
down. That is such a good question. Why did you ask that question?
Because we're always curious about, because we should all be theoretically learning. And it's
Yeah.
not so much just about what we do professionally or personally.
Okay.
Those two merge, but they're like those moments where you're surprised, like, wait, I just learned this.
Okay, so
And it's really awkward me holding this phone like this.
is that the best angle for me?
Look, any angle of you is the best. Don't worry about it.
I will tell you, I always love when this happens, and it doesn't happen often. When I am in the middle of an interview, just like you said, and somebody will say something, and it's a real aha moment. I go, ooh, I'm like having an aha moment. So I was recently interviewing for Super Soul Sunday, another one of my favorite shows, which you can live stream, 11 a.m. Eastern, 3 a.m. Pacific. So on Sunday, I have these conversations with thought leaders from around the world, and interesting people, curious conversations about life and philosophy and asking the big questions and hopefully sometimes getting some answers. So I was interviewing Janet Mock, who is a transgender woman, who explained to me, for the first time I understood and was taken by actual surprise, because I consider myself to be so open and liberal, understanding that sexuality, I have understood for many years doing the Oprah show, and having coming out day like in the 80s where kids couldn't tell their parents when they'd come on the show and tell 20 million people that they were gay, and then their parents had to deal with it. So I understood a long time ago that sexuality was on a spectrum. I did not know, I was taken by surprise when Janet was saying to me, well, so is gender on a spectrum? And was saying, see, did you know that? Because I thought that too. I thought, you're male or you're female. And she was saying, no, when she presented as a boy, which is the politically correct thing to say, not she was a boy, because she says she never was a boy. When she presented as a boy, she always knew that she was a girl, and then grew up and became a full girl. And she says to me on the air, what if you're in the middle? And I'm like, well, what is the middle? What if you're a girl who still wants to keep her penis, she says. Oh, that's a surprise to me, to answer your question. That would be a surprise to me, because that is not something. I thought that if you had a penis, you were a boy. And she said, not necessarily. So that was my biggest surprise.
Bravo. Well, I'm not quite sure how we could top that one. And as we like to say, and on that note,